Welcome to TNTspices. Today we're going to make some cheesesteaks and we're even going to make a dessert, a pie. Stay tuned. This is going to be phenomenal. All right, to begin, we're going to start with dessert before dinner. That's because this is a dessert that needs a lot of time to sit in the refrigerator. You can make this the night before.
What we're going to create is what's known as a water pie. This is a pie from back in the Depression era, and we're going to change it up, give it a TNT twist.
Now, in front of me, I have a pie dish. Inside of the pie dish, I already took some butter, and I buttered the inside of the pie dish real well. Now here, I have just a store-bought, as you can see, pre-made pie crust. Now, if you like, you can make your own pie crust ahead of time. That's completely up to you.
Ain't nobody got time for that shit.
I'm just going to unroll this, and we're going to sit this inside of our pie dish. I have 100% pure blueberry juice. I have 1 3/4 cups of that blueberry juice. We're going to just simply pour this right into our pie shell. Then here, I have our red, white, and blue hot sauce. This is made with strawberries, blueberries, blackberries. We're going to place a 1/4 cup. Next, I have 1 lemon. I want to juice this lemon right into our pie. Here, I have some vanilla extract. Take 1 teaspoon. This next step, I have 1 cup of white sugar. I have a 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. We're going to mix this up. Now, we're not going to stir this into our pie. Absolutely do not.
Don't even think about doing that.
We want to take this and we're going to just simply sprinkle all of this into our pie crust. We're now going to place this into a 400-degree oven. We are going to bake this for 30 minutes. Then we're going to lower that temperature while this is still in the oven to 375 degrees. And we're going to bake it another 30 minutes. And what we'll also do, and I'm going to do this off camera, is I'm going to take some foil and I'm going to place it all around the edge of our pie crust because I don't want the pie crust to burn while it's in there. So after an hour of this cooking, we'll take this out of the oven. I'll show you what it looks like. It still looks like we have nothing but juice inside of this pie. But trust the process. Well, don't trust my tin foil. I'm going to take this off here. We are now going to let this just sit and rest to cool down some. Our pie has cooled down enough so that I can place this in the refrigerator. However, if you take a close look, you're going to see that the crust that was sticking up around it, I just simply trimmed it. Because I broke some of the crust off removing my tin foil, I decided, yeah, you know what, let's even it all out so that it remains looking nice. So it's an option if it were to happen to you. Now that the pie is made and in the refrigerator so that it can set, we're going to next begin starting our cheesesteak prep. I have some bacon here. This is some delicious thick cracked pepper bacon. It's not a pound because a lot of times they don't give you a full pound anymore. It's 12 ounces.
Cheesesteak!
I'm going to cook this up off camera, get it nice and crispy. Then I have several cheeses here. it's a smoked Gouda. It's called buzzed bean cheddar. It's an espresso martini cheese. I have a raspberry and white chocolate cheddar, or Wisedale cheese. Let me correct that. And then here it's called purple moon cheddar. It's a cheese soaked with a petite Sirah.
Sirah, Sirah, whatever will be, will be.
So we are going to use these cheeses with our 2 different versions of steaks. I'm going to use our raspberry and white chocolate and our petite Sirah with our chicken. And then I'm going to use the espresso martini and the smoked Gouda with our ribeye. So I'm going to shred our cheeses up, cook our bacon up, all off camera so that when we start cooking, it'll be ready. we're going to make ourselves some homemade hot honey to go with each of our sandwiches. We're going to be using our red, white, and blue hot sauce and our black and blue espresso hot sauce to make this hot honey. We're going to make two different versions since we're making two different sandwiches. The first version, we're going to use our red, white, and blue.
Red, white, and blue.
I'm going to take a 1/4 cup of honey. Now I'm using raw unfiltered honey. You can use the honey of your choice. Let this warm up just a little bit. I'm going to take 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. Then I'm going to take our red, white, and blue hot sauce. We're going to add 2 tablespoons. I'm just going to stir this in. Last ingredient, I'm going to simply take a little pinch of salt. We'll let this cook about 30 seconds. I'm just going to take this, pour this into our little container here. We're going to set this to the side, and we're going to do the exact same process for our black and blue espresso hot sauce. Identical. It is the following day, believe it or not. I have some shaved ribeye. I have some shaved chicken breast. These are just slightly under a pound each. And we want to season each of these meats. And to season the meats, we're going to use Rescue Rubs Dixie's All-Purpose Blend. We're just going to take some of the seasoning and place it on both our chicken and our beef. Add a little sample packet. We've got that perfect amount. Now, we're going to mix these up a little bit by hand. We're going to put this back in the refrigerator. We're going to give this about an hour before we decide to cook this up. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to show you the pie that we made. It's been sitting overnight. Here's our pie from yesterday. As you see, it's no longer water.
I no longer water. Now I'm a real pie.
When our meal is ready, we're just going to slice a piece out of this. We're going to put some whipped cream over top of it, and delicious. We're also going to make ourselves a cream cheese drizzle. In the very beginning of the video, you seen I had a container of whipped mixed berry flavored cream cheese from Philadelphia Cream Cheese Company. Now I've taken that, I've placed it into our mixing bowl here. I also have some half and half. Now you can use whipping cream if you'd like. You can even use milk. I'm going to place 3 tablespoons at the moment. If we need a little bit more, we'll add a little bit more, but we'll start out with less than more. I'm going to take a hand mixer and we're going to mix this. Okay. Now, that does look good, but I'm going to add just a tiny bit more cream for my own personal taste, so it's about another tablespoon. So a total of a 1/4 cup. All right, that's perfect for what we want. We are going to place this to the side because we're going to use this with both of our cheesesteaks today. Our meat has marinated. I'm going to begin with our ribeye. I'm going to place this onto our skillet. Now, as our ribeye is cooking, I'm going to introduce, we have some beautiful seeded Italian rolls that we got from Corpalese Italian Bakery, which is a local bakery near us. If you can get a bread like these, it goes fantastic with making this type of a cheesesteak because it's a roll that's hearty and holds up. This is almost cooked. I'm going to take some of the bacon that we cooked up earlier. I'm going to throw this on here. Here I have some of that smoked Gouda and that coffee martini cheese. We're going to lay some of this over top. Now, whatever you don't use, you can freeze this. We'll let this melt down. Okay, our cheese has melted down. Now, here I have some black garlic that I have diced up. about 6 cloves of black garlic. This is not like normal garlic. This is something that has been cooked for about 30 days. It's full of nutrients.
I love garlic, you love garlic, we love garlic, 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 garlic.
And it's absolutely delicious. I'm going to take this, mix this in a little bit. Here I have our black and blue hot honey that we made. We're just going to drizzle some of this right on top. Mix it in. Take our roll. We will set this over to the side and finish dressing this up. But first we're going to start our chicken steak next. Let's grab our chicken, do the same thing. Lay this onto our skillet. We're going to cook this up. Our chicken steak, I'm also going to take some of that bacon that we made. Just as we did our ribeye, we are going to take our 2 cheeses that we shredded up just for the chicken. We're going to pour some of this over top. Cover this, we'll let this melt down. All right, our cheese has melted, just as before. Mix this up some. We're going to take that red, white, and blue hot honey. Mix this up. Take our roll. We will finish dressing these up.
Are you finished getting dressed because the show is about to begin?
Almost.
Take some of that black and blue hot honey we had, add a little bit more on top. And take that Philadelphia cream cheese drizzle. Now, if you had a squirt bottle, this would work a lot better. Again, our hot honey. This one, we're going to take a little bit fresh strawberries, take a little bit of parsley. Another meal finished. Thank you for joining us here at TNTspices. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. To each and every one of you, God bless you all.
Meet my Philly cheesesteak.
TNTspices.